It occurs to me while editing this video that not all of you will have been to Gencon. So what I'm going to do is take you through our first day at Gencon all the way till the last day we were there, or that I was recording. It all starts off with, if you're an out-of-towner like Nate, this guy here, picking you up at the airport, driving you through Indianapolis and getting to the convention center. Once you're at the convention center, you have to go through this thing called will call, which in essence means you walk in the front doors, and then we had to proceed to walking all the way back out of the convention center and standing in line out behind the door. However, I will say this, Gen Con, it only took us 60 minutes to get our badges this year. Wonderful. It's the quickest the lines have ever moved. Highly recommend getting either your badges mailed to you or getting an early Wednesday before Gen Con to get your spot in line. In the vendor hall is where you find all the glorious and nerdy things. And let's go ahead and cut to Rob walking through the vendors hall and then our first interview.
So I'm Rob with the Speak Podcast, and we're here from Adam of Adam's Apple Games here at Gen Con Indy 2016. So obviously, Brewing USA. So tell us what we got here.
Yeah, so we got a Euro game for the craft beer enthusiasts, right? Home brewer myself, brought my lederhosen to Gen Con, so I thought, let's make a game about craft beer. So what you're doing in the game is you're trying to become the best brewery in the US, of course. You're using bottle caps as money and as your victory points. Now, it's a beer game, so why not the bottle caps, right? So we have actual bottle caps involving in using those to bid in at an auction together brewing ingredients, grain, hops, water, yeast, right? Using those brewing ingredients to brew a beer. Now, every beer has a beer recipe. You need to meet or exceed the value of the recipe of the beer to brew it. Now, the other thing about the beers that's really interesting is they're all sponsored by national breweries. So we have 79 U.S. breweries in the game, each of them an international brewery. You said you're from Indianapolis?
Yeah, we're local.
All right, so you probably know some Kings.
I mean, we've heard of them. I think I've seen something about them.
So we've had the pleasure of working with Sun King to get them in the game, which is a lot of fun. It was pretty cool to see breweries actually get excited about our game. Now, we talked about launching beer, all right? But when you brew a beer, you need to decide where you're going to distribute it to, right? So we got this beer coaster map, inspired map of the U.S. that has cities on it. And now cities have flavor preferences too. But we have a lot of strategic decisions to make at this point. Are we going to brew a beer that has the most temporary victory points, most bottle caps in it? Are we going to look to satisfy those flavor preferences? Or are we going to look to control one of the regions in the U.S., the East Coast, West Coast, or the Mountain, or the Central, right? So it's an area control game with an auction, and you're brewing beer. Now, a lot of your games are pretty strategic, right?
Right.
That said, we wanted to make some fun interaction in the game. So if I brew a beer in Philadelphia and you're like, come on man, I'm from the city of brotherly love, what the heck? What are you going to do? You're going to brew fest me. Challenge me to a brew fest. Place your beer right next to that city. We're going to compete using our ingredients we want from auction, and we're going to compare them with my ingredients versus your ingredients. Whoever has the highest sum wins. Now, I get to take one of yours and throw it out of the game. You get to take one of mine and throw it out of the game as well. So you got to risk it for the biscuit if you want to control the city and win Brewing USA.
Excellent. So, other than obviously, you guys have a website. I don't know if I see it on the
AdamsAppleGames.com is the website. Yep.
Excellent. Any place else we can find your product?
So we are on Amazon as well. We are still working at gaining hobby distribution, but the more people we meet here at Gen Con, the more likely that's going to happen.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, sir. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Very much appreciate Adam at Brewing USA for that interview. We'll go ahead and cut back to Rob as we walk through the vendor hall again to check out Brew Crafters by Greater Than Games.
We're here with Craig from Greater Than Games talking about Brew Crafters here at Gen Con 2016. And Craig, just wondered if you can kind of run us through a little bit about, Brew Crafters, what it's about.
I'd be happy to. So Brew Crafters is it's a Euro-style worker placement game about running a microbrew. It's designed by Ben Rossett, and whole idea is that you have a microbrewery that's gradually building up. You know, some urban growth, you know, and there's lots of room for that sort of thing in this city here. So you're going to be placing your workers to, you know, go out and get ingredients for to brew your beer. You're going to be sending people out to, you know, start a farm so that you can grow your own ingredients. You know, get your own hops, grow your own fruit so you can infuse your beers with, you know, make your own pumpkin ale or something like that. And so you've got the worker placement where you're doing that, and then you're also actually running your brewery. So you're sending, you know, you've got various stages. You're fermenting your beer, and you're actually bottling your beer, and you're shipping it out. And it's all about who can not necessarily make the most money off of their beer, but who has the best beer they're producing.
Okay.
Yeah. Plays in a couple hours, so it's a little bit it's a longer game, but it's still very accessible.
So is it you're getting ingredients, crafting your own recipes, and distributing? Like these are all different phases, just in the entirety of the game.
Exactly. And there are a few release these out, so there's a small amount of randomness to the game in that the recipes that are out at the beginning of the game that you get, the types of beer that you produce, are going to be different each game. There's some basic ones that are always out, but the ones like you might have your ales, porters, and stouts, if I remember correctly. So you brew the basic ale, and after that you can go down and say, well, I'll do this special, like the seasonal pumpkin ale, or like I brewed my basic stout. I'm going to brew this, you know, Russian Imperial stout down here later on. But that could change from game to game.
How many players?
2 to 5. Yeah. Like that 5-player point, because that's a good size for a lot of games.
Is it something that you're demoing here at Gencon this year?
It absolutely is. We've got demos running of it all the time, just not here. We've got a little side room over there, because it takes up quite a bit of space. So we like to make sure there's plenty of room for that.
Well, and if we've got viewers interested, where maybe if they're not here now, where can they go to find the game?
So if they're not here at Gencon, we have it on our web store. So that's greaterthangames.com. You can also find it, it's just brand new back into stock. We just reprinted it, basically.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's been out of stock for a while, but here in the next month or so, you should be able to check it out at your local game stores.
So pretty popular game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been something that people have been clamoring for us to put back into stock.
Well, and if I may ask, what's the price point on this?
It's $59.95.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, wonderful. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So I probably shouldn't be posted to Facebook today as I called in sick.
Did you?
Yeah.
You called in sick, but where are you at?
Where am I at now? The doctor's office. A very weird doctor's office. This is the waiting room. It got really backed up. So, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't lie about something like that.